So you're thinking about moving to San Diego, California? In today's video, we're going to explore one of San Diego's oldest neighborhoods that is just northwest of downtown San Diego, Little Italy. We'll take a look at what Little Italy has to offer when it comes to shops, restaurant, and recreation, along with showing you what type of homes are available and a few different price points so you can see if it's a good fit for you. And if you watch through to the end, I'm going to share what I think is one of the best kept secrets in the neighborhood. You definitely don't want to miss this, so let's get started. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in San Diego, California, then subscribe below and tap on the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know when I put up a new video about San Diego, California. My name is Cece Summerfield and I love being your San Diego real estate guide. I get calls every day from people just like you, so whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. All of my contact information is in the description box for this video, and I would be happy to help you make a smooth move to San Diego, California. San Diego's Little Italy is located in the northwest end of downtown San Diego, and it's a destination for both tourists and locals with its variety of dining, specialty shops, boutiques, and art galleries. Also, a European-style large square here called the Piazza della Famiglia. Let me just apologize in advance for any Italian words I butcher in this video. This is where I'm standing now, and it's a 10,000 square foot town square in the heart of Little Italy, built in 2018 with the help of the Little Italy Association, which brought this neighborhood back to life in the late 90s after a long period, really a rough period, of decline. As you can see, it's a perfect meeting spot for lunch or coffee with its great views of San Diego Bay. The restaurants and cafes line the sides of the square, including one of my favorites, Frost Me, and they make a classic Italian espresso with other specialty coffee drinks and some yummy pastries. And just across the way, a super trendy spot called the Little Italy Food Hall, and that's up on the Date Street side of Little Italy, along with the fountain there, the Roman fountain at the end. So as we're walking back down to check out the tap dancer, I wanted to say that this square is a central community gathering place and hosts lots of things like farmers markets, concerts, cultural events, and on any given day, like I said, you can find singers, musicians, or performers at the India Street end of the square. So if you're downtown on a Saturday, I highly recommend checking out the farmers market. It's known as one of the best in San Diego. And so also a little bit of history about San Diego's Little Italy. It's been an ethnic, business, and residential community since the 1920s. And it's one of San Diego's, or is San Diego's oldest downtown communities, downtown oldest continuous neighborhood business district communities. All right, looks like we got this guy performing again. Let's head down and say hi and check out his performance. So a little history on Little Italy. At one time, more than 6,000 Italian families lived in Little Italy and worked in the tuna fishing industry. And it's hard to believe, but this bar right behind me, what is called the Waterfront Tavern, used to be on the water. And water came right up to it. We're now about, I would say, 3 or 4 blocks away from the water. And it was a place where fishermen would come for a drink after a long day of fishing. And it's said to be the oldest tavern in San Diego, established in 1933 and named, of course, because of its location on the waterfront. So the tuna business dried up around World War II due to the lack of fish and because the Navy requisitioning the large tuna boats, which left in the 50s during World War II, which left a lot of people with no other choice but to find work elsewhere. And that was the start of a really long, rough patch for Little Italy as a community. And as we know it now. The construction of the 5 freeway in the 70s really didn't help things either, nor did the fact that downtown San Diego was considered a declining city itself through the 70s and 80s. But in 1996, things started looking up with the establishment of the Little Italy Association. And they were a community organization that started revitalization projects in Little Italy. So I wanted to just point out, that's the bay behind me. It's way down there, about 3 blocks, like I said. I can't imagine the water coming right up to this block right here. If you're looking for some old world charm and historic sites, there are still a sprinkling of original buildings, including the A.W. Pray House, a Gothic Victorian built in 1888 that is now home to M. Winehouse, Felipe's Pizza Grotto, which is right behind me, and just a few blocks down India Street is Fire Station Number 6 Museum. So tons of restaurants, including another one, Ristorante Iliando over here. And look at those pizzas. Yum! If we take a walk just past the piazza, about a block up, we'll see Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic Church, just on my right here, and it's about a block up or so, like I said. We also will get the chance to see Washington Elementary School, which is one of the oldest schools in San Diego. It was actually built in 1914 and now houses a magnet school called STEAM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Arts and Math. So we're going to take a little walk right around the front of the church here, and I'll give you a chance to see the front. It's a pretty big building over here. So as you can see right behind me is the entrance. And we'll take a walk a little bit further up here. So Little Italy offers great walkability and is really easy for transportation to other areas of San Diego with a trolley stop just right down back that way. And if you love the outdoors, then San Diego has got to be the place you're going to be. And I just want to take a minute. Right behind me here is Amici Park. As you can see, this little amphitheater is kind of fenced off right now. And I have a feeling it might be because they're having a problem with people sleeping there, unfortunately. But still a beautiful park. You've got bocce ball courts right over here. Got bocce ball courts, and from what I hear, there's an actual club that plays every weekday. I haven't caught them yet out here playing, but they play every weekday, and they are super welcoming and ready to offer it to anybody who's wanting to learn how to play. And if we continue walking up this way, we'll actually get to see there is a gate to the Washington Elementary. They have a pretty big, good-sized field over there, which I think is kind of shared as park space with Amici Park. And also this nice little treat over here. There is a fenced-in off-leash dog park for your dogs. But not only that, oh shoot, it's not open today. There is a visitor center. So if you ever want to learn a bunch about Little Italy, there's a visitor center, and there's also usually a coffee cart open right in here. So I had to stop off for a quick bite, because I'm in Little Italy, and what else is better than the food here? And I stopped by Cafe Italia here, and they've got this really yummy looking sandwich. It's a prosciutto, brie, and fig jam panini sandwich. Now, I don't know about you, but this looks amazing. So I'm gonna have a bite to eat, and then we'll go look at some of the housing options available in Little Italy. In the early to mid-2000s, the landscape of Little Italy changed yet again with the addition of many new condo developments in the form of mid-rise to high-rise buildings, including one of the tallest in San Diego with 36 floors, the Simone. The Simone is a luxury apartment building offering studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and penthouse suites for lease. They boast a penthouse living experience with many amenities. The most impressive to me is the 36th floor rooftop pool and lounge area. I can't imagine the views up there. If you're looking for a vibrant urban neighborhood, then Little Italy could be a really good fit. The median home price is currently right around $700,000, and that will get you somewhere around a 900 square foot 2-bedroom condo. Now, the first condo I want to show you is right over here on Front Street, and the starting price point here is around $550. That's actually the lowest price point for Little Italy. And so I'm going to turn around right here and just show you right behind me the Palermo, which is the building that has a starting price point of $550. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit trafficy out here. So this is the kind of noise level you're going to have at this building. But there seems to be a really cool center courtyard. And we'll actually get a chance to go walk through this one, so I'll tell you a little bit more once we get inside. Okay, so I want to take you through the front entrance of the Palermo, which was built in 2004. It's a 6-story building that offers community amenities like a resort-style pool area, which we'll go and see, heated pool area, jacuzzi, outdoor kitchen, and a fitness center. You'll also have one assigned parking space in the lower garage, which we'll also take a look at, along with guest parking here, which was really surprising to me. All right, so we're headed to what I think is the front entrance here, and we're going up some stairs. All right, one more set of stairs here. And as we get up to this next set of stairs, you can see here, I'll do a pan of this, but there's the pool area and the outdoor kitchen, barbecue area. It's really nice. There's a nice courtyard area. There's some construction going on up there along the way, which is only temporary. This is like what the courtyard looks like. So pretty nice out here. I can see how this could dampen the sound because you are kind of right on Front Street right there, which is just right off the 5 coming into town here. So there's going to be some road noise for sure. Seems to me like a lot of construction noise at this moment too. So one thing to note on this building, like I said, the condo that we're looking at is priced at $555,000, and it is on the 2nd floor. It's a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. I'll have to look up the square footage on that. The HOA fees are also kind of at the beginning price point for HOA fees down here, which is around $400 a month. HOA fees in Little Italy buildings can reach up well over $1,000 a month, but with most of those, you get also the amenities to match that $1,000 a month with, 24-hour security, gated building, valet parking, along with like courtyards, rooftop decks, all that stuff that, a lot of these buildings come with. So we'll take a look at this one, and then I'll take you to a couple others that are a little bit up there in the range on pricing. We'll go mid-range, and then we'll go what you can get at the top of the level of what's here in Little Italy. By the way, so you're not worried, there is elevators available in this building. We just walked up 3 flights of steps, and that's why I was a little bit breathless. There's interior entrances for the front door. So to me, that kind of feels a little bit like a hotel, but looks clean, looks nice. So let's head down to the unit that we want to take a look at. And also, by the way, it was a fob gated entry as well. So you are secure in this building. You're not having, people come and go wherever through the common areas. So that's nice too. The numbers are getting higher. Another little opening here to the outside into the gated pool area, and coming up on the door that we need to go in. So this unit is a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. Like I said, it's 721 square feet. It has a decent sized patio out here. 4 chairs and a round table, that's not bad. You've got laundry in units, a nice open kitchen. It's a little bit dated. It is built back in 2004. It looks move-in ready. It's just maybe you'd want to touch up the kitchens with some new cabinets and stuff. For 721 square feet, that's a pretty good size 1-bedroom. And like I said, stackable washer dryer in the unit. So the bathroom, like I said, is very spacious, very clean. You might want to update the cabinets, the vanity cabinet. That old light wood color with the speckled looking granite, but overall great unit, super clean, move-in ready. If you want to be in the action, this is definitely the spot to be. And for only $555,000, that's a deal for living downtown and in Little Italy, of course. All right, so I'm sitting outside, and I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but the one problem with living down here and in the city anywhere when you live in the city, you're gonna have noise, but being that this one's only on the 2nd floor, you're going to experience probably more street noise than you would maybe a little bit further up in the building on the 5th or 6th floor. So just an idea of the noise you can experience. It does have a really nice outdoor feel with this beautiful, lush, tropical landscaping they got going on behind me. So that's a plus. But you do have the street right over there. So one thing that was really surprising to me about this building is that they actually have guest parking. I honestly didn't think that really any of the buildings down here have guest parking, but there's quite a bit actually. You can see behind me over there. There's at least like 6 spaces over there, and probably another 6 to 8 over here. Right back there. I thought that was a nice highlight of this building. And again, for the lower price point in Little Italy, not bad. All right, so I'm going to take a walk across the street over to the Aqua Vista, which is a high-rise complex on Beach and Ash Streets. There's 2 towers. It was built in 2004, 382 units, ranging from the 500 square foot range up to the 2,500 square foot range. This is one of the buildings I wanted to point out that actually has, I'm going to turn around so you can actually see it, that actually has a unit that is a 2-bedroom unit, just over 1,000 square feet, and it's right at that median price point for Little Italy, which is about $750, $775. So as you can tell, it's a little bit quieter location than, say, the one that was up on State Street, which was the Palermo building, because it's a little further away from the freeway. This one comes with a pretty hefty, I'm just trying to get a little bit of it in the background there, pretty hefty HOA fee of $900 a month for that 2-bedroom. But you do get all of the amenities I was talking about with that higher price point on the HOA fee, such as their rooftop deck where they have a pool. It's 22 stories up there. And then they also have 24-hour security and like security guard. They have valet parking, a full-on fitness center, courtyard in the middle of the building, and also, like I said, 2 towers. So there's a big area in the center that's just a couple stories high, which I imagine is where all the community stuff is. But you can see some of the units actually have like this street frontage right here. You can see the door behind me is actually one of the units that is in this building. Nice neighborhood, super walkable down to India Street. Lots of dog walkers over here. So I imagine that there's a quick little jaunt over to the dog park in Little Italy for everybody. As we walk back across the street, there's this really cool contemporary Mexican seafood place called Fisher's. But what I especially like about it is this seating area out here. And also looks like they got a really good selection of tequila. So here's a quick glance at that. So the Doma is the last building we're going to take a look at today. It's a contemporary building with 122 loft-style apartments that feature exposed concrete, glass walls, high ceilings, and is a real popular spot for those looking for a unique space to showcase their artwork and interior design creativity. These lofts in this building go for about 1.1 to 1.2 million. And the latest one I heard about was asking a rent of $5,000 per month. The monthly HOA fees are $720, and you get assigned 1 parking spot. But they do have a beautiful courtyard in the center, and like many other of the buildings in this area, spectacular views with their rooftop deck. And just look at those windows. There's the Doma right behind me. And I just wanted to mention that there's a couple of really great restaurants right on the corners opposite of the building. Right back there on the opposite side, you have Roman Wolf's. And then right over here, as I turn around this way, you've got a ramen bar right behind me that is supposed to be really good. So there's always a restaurant somewhere near any of these buildings. So, I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with living in this area. Everything is walkable, and that's just really what's so great about living in Little Italy. Thanks for sticking around to the end, because now you get to be let in on the best kept secret in Little Italy. Little Italy is known for its street side dining, but if you're looking for a quieter, more private setting, you should come to Davanti in Ateco. They have a semi-enclosed back patio that is perfect for a break from the main street. And if you have a larger group or a special occasion, just ask for table number 80. It can seat up to 10. And it's in the very back in its own room. That's a wrap on Little Italy. If you are considering a move to San Diego, feel free to reach out. Give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. All the information is below in the description box. And I hope to just have a conversation with you, talk through your situation to see if it's the right fit and the time for you to move. Until next time, when I can give you a tour of another one of San Diego's fun neighborhoods. Bon appetit.